to open it up with 20, we've got Sebastian Soini, who, I don't know, it feels like this is a guy that just immediately has grabbed everyone's attention. I don't know how much we want to say that the World Junior Summer Showcase has to do with it versus people just learning who he is now based on being selected by the Wild, but who wants to lead in here?
I can jump on that one. Again, after this year's draft, Soini was one guy that I have specifically mentioned multiple times that I'm going to be watching with a more closely than a lot of other prospects this year. First of all, just nice to have prospect in Finland playing again, but such an intriguing skill set. I mean, he's 6'2", right shot D man. So like the second that someone says the Minnesota Wild have a right shot D in their prospect pool, I'm like, oh, my ears perk up. But just the raw tools, the skill set is just incredibly intriguing. Like he is a very good skater, really nice hands. Defensively, he's fine. And there should be a little bit more upside with him. Like he's kind of got the brunt end of like just some not so kind World Junior selection / U18 World Championship selection from Finland. Like they are Team Finland right now. They're international. Like their junior hockey is they're all over the place. But in terms of just like the profile, the tools, an incredibly intriguing player with how well he moves. The fact that he's right shot, he's as big as he is. I think he probably should have played U20 in Finland last year versus playing pro hockey. He played in their AHL over there. And there were plenty of shifts where you see why, like he was at one point looked at quite fondly as a Finnish prospect. And then there's some other times where you're like, he probably should not be playing pro hockey right now. So with him, the big question is just going to be like, can he settle down and start making more like just the decision making, when to go, when to stay, like when to actually like exercise some of the tools that he has in his tool set in terms of his offense, because they're there. He just doesn't use them very often, or he just doesn't use them at the right time. So I really like the player profile. I think he gives the back end in this prospect pool something that was pretty lacking on the right side, at least. So there is an intriguing or like a toolbox that hasn't necessarily put it all together. You know what I mean? Like he's got everything that you could ask for. You're just waiting for him to put it together. So this will be a very interesting year to watch him. He's playing with Ilves this year in Liga. It's a really good team. So I'll be curious to see what kind of ice time he gets, what role he has there. But I really, really, really like the tools and the profile. So definitely one to watch because there's definitely some upside there.
Yeah, I think my 26 ranking is just more along because I don't know a ton about him. I know he has some good mobility, some good quickness. He did well in that summer showcase. I think he had like 3 points in 7 games or something. I can certainly see him making a jump in my rankings like mid-season, but 26 might be kind of unfair just because I don't know a whole lot about him and haven't watched him a whole lot other than the showcase. Didn't really watch him in the showcase, just paid attention more since we drafted him.
Sure. Z, I gotta ask, who would win in a fight, Meth Bear or Shroom Lion?
This logo is absolutely diabolical.
Oh, so this is the same team that Simon Johansson played on. R.I.P. Simon Johansson, also the late Simon Johansson, because they didn't sign it. They didn't give him a Q up, so he's dead. That barn is absolutely it is.
Is it literally a barn?
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Because it looks like that low quality of a fucking logo that they play literally in a barn.
Go fucking do a live show about the UFC for fuck's sake. But like that league too, they have the on ice, like they're like in World Juniors, and how they would have the guy with the camera that's like they're blending him into the ice, so they have like the full white suit. They do that every game, at least for Ilves. It is a unbelievable production every time, every home game for them, and that place is insane. Like one of the best atmospheres like in the world for pro hockey. It's so fun to watch. So very excited to be able to watch not just the Finnish Liga, but this team specifically. And their jerseys are sick. So big fan.
Is
So
he like
that's
projected to
probably-
play there full time this year? Because I know he's had like a
Yeah.
cup of coffee with them his last 2 years.
Yeah, no, he should be probably playing on their third pair this year.
Okay.
Does anyone else feel like this logo here is like, the Finland logo that he's got there for Team Finland? They basically went to Brock Faber and said, hey, can you draw what that guy's face looks like?
Yeah,
Shout out to our friends at Waggle Golf. They're the best.
phenomenal.
Oh,
When do we
That
get
or they-
mushroom, when do we get Mushroom Cat on a waggle hat?
good question. People want to know.
I got a question.
Consider our next meeting.
What would this cat's roar sound like?
I don't think it's a roar. I think it's like if you step on a cat's tail when it makes kind of that like screech. I think that's
Zeke. I feel like this is right up Zeke's alley. Zeke, what? Do the noise. What noise?
No, oh god.
Please.
Oh god.
You don't have to do it.
I don't. I'm trying. I don't know.
That was, I think, the most accurate that anyone could have made that.
All right. Sebastian Soini just went
Anyway.
up my ranks by like 7
Yeah,
points.
he's top on that.
Electric. Holy shit. All right. We need to keep moving along, guys. Jesus Christ.